Hello everyone, so we're back with the John Deere again. I wanted to take the starter off and see if it's in rough condition or if the bearings are bad or really anything, because there were a couple people that were saying that the magneto might not be working because it's not spinning over fast enough. So I just figured that starter seems to be not the best, and I've had good batteries on it and it'll just barely turn over. So I just want to take that off and see if it needs new brushes or something like that, and we'll just go from there. So let's get to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this flywheel cover off. I'm not 100% sure how to take the starter off, but I'm just going to do this because I kind of want to see under here anyway. So I need to dig that one out so I can take it out. I don't know if that's all I'm going to do or what. I feel like this top little section here should come off. I don't know how. No, it's spot welded on there. Okay, well. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got this bolt here. There's one here, and then there's one on the back side, which is going to be really fun to get out. Doesn't look like there's any access hole or anything, so yep, that'll be fun. Not really sure how to even do that. I guess this side it's pretty open, so it's probably gonna need a deep well socket though, because I mean I'll be able to get with this right here, but the other one I can probably get too. But that one on the back side is gonna be a problem. Actually, I might be able to get it with this. Yep, I can. Just barely. Which I also see I need to take that pin out of the starter there. And then it looks like it connects the power right there. So I need to take that off as well. So if you look up in there, I need to get that nut off of there because that's where the power for the starter goes in. But it's rusted on there, and anytime I try to spin it, the part that it's connected to just bends. And I have no idea how to actually hold it in place. So I was able to get that off. You can see, hopefully, wires are off of there. I actually just used these channel locks to grab around the whole thing and then put my ratchet on the other way and was able to break it free. I also used a wire brush and some WD-40 to clean up the threads before I broke it free too, so it wasn't hard to get it all the way off. But now, should be able to take these bolts out the rest of the way and drop the starter out. Alright, this should just come out now. Wow, she's heavy. Oh. Holy cow. Oh. Let's go take it up to the house and see what we have to work with here. Alright, this is what we got. I notice when I spin it, you can feel it dragging. I think if we take this cover off, the brushes are behind there. But I'm probably going to remove these and take the whole thing apart just to see what's going on. But I should probably take the brushes out first, I guess. So let's dig into that. There we go. Let's see the brushes in there. Found one. It's not the one I'm looking for, but hopefully it'll work. Yeah, it'll work. There we go. Honestly, that brush looks pretty okay. I guess I'll just pull all of the brushes out and then I'll pull it apart and see if I can see anything on the inside that's really bad. But so far it seems to be looking just fine. I got all the brushes out, so let's take this off and see what we got in here. Got him. It's such a simple switch. So I don't necessarily need to remember where that goes. There's a pin that lines it. Rust isn't great, but I don't think that's what's causing any problems. Could put a little bit of dielectric grease in that bushing there. There we go. Oh. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, look at all that rust in there. Maybe if we just clean that off, that'll help a lot. It's pretty rusty in there. There's just a lot of junk in there. So maybe if we clean this out, get all that extra stuff off. Oh, it does look like it was hitting right here. That can't be good. We'll just clean this up, get all this debris off here. Actually looks like it was rubbing in some spots, and it was definitely rubbing right here, you can see. That's definitely not good, because that'd be causing like an arc or something. I'm not quite sure, I guess. I would think it would be, because this shouldn't be in contact with this outer surface. So I think I'm just going to clean all this up, and then I'll get back to you and show you the results. Alright, so I cleaned some stuff up. That's not going to hurt anything. I cleaned up these. I don't know if those actually need to be a contact point, but I cleaned them up anyway, just to make sure. On this, I put some grease in there and cleaned that up. I took this off and I put some grease in there on that bushing. And then on these, I wired brushed the actual metal part in there, the magnets. And I tried to clean up everything else, and then I blew it out really good with the air compressor. So hopefully that'll be a little better. On this, I wired brushed all these because there was a layer of just grime buildup on them. And then I took 2000 grit sandpaper and polished this up, because you don't want to like sand that really hard. So I just polished it up so it's shiny again. So hopefully that'll be better. So now just gotta put it all back together and hopefully it'll work better. All right, I got the whole starter put back together. I cleaned up all the surfaces. Everything looked really good. I don't know if it spins any easier, but all of the bushings I put some dielectric grease on, so hopefully they will spin easier. I cleaned up all the contact areas, so hopefully it'll be better. It can't be worse, right? So we're gonna go put this back on and see what happens. All right, I got the starter back on and the flywheel cover back on. Everything's back on. I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. This battery is fully charged. I just took it off the charger. So you also have to consider right now, it is like 34 degrees, so it's pretty cold. So it's not really gonna help much that it's really cold out, but we're gonna see if it turns over any faster. That's really what I'm hoping for, is that it'll turn over quicker, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna give it full choke, throttles up, and let's see what happens. Hopefully something. Well, it definitely turned over quicker, and I can smell fuel. Probably still not getting spark though. Well, I'm saying we're not getting any spark. That is what I'm going with, because you could see it's definitely getting fuel. I mean, it's dripping out of the compression relief valves. So I'm saying there's still some ignition problem. I'd say the starter's I mean, the bushings were definitely wore in it, but I mean, it's working, and the battery fully charged. It's cranking it over fast enough. I think it should start. So I'm not really sure where to go from this. It's probably the magneto. There's probably something wrong in there, and I've just not figured it out yet. The other magneto was working. It ran with that one on here, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just go back to that one since I know it was working. I should probably test it on the bench and see. I don't know if you can just hook a drill up to that and spin it and then see if you're getting spark. I feel like there should be a way to do that, so I might look into that. But I guess that's going to be it for this video. It's probably a short one, but I did want to say thank you for all the support from the last John Deere video. It actually did really good. I was not expecting that, so thank you for that, and we'll see you next time.